So it's mid-July and haven't done much work on the Massey for a little while now. But young Neil's round today and hi Neil.
Hello.
And we're going to have a little play. The objective of today is to get the dynamo done, but I had problems before, as I might have said, in getting the dynamo in. So we've taken the bonnet off, which is now sitting over there. Neil's just working on the bottom radiator hose so we can drain the system out. We're going to whip the radiator off, which will give us a lot more access to be able to get into here to get the dynamo back on. And the biggest job I had, I think I may have said before, I couldn't get the fan belt down in between this gap here between the wheel and the front of the tractor. So this should be all right. Gonna have a little bit of a mess coming out there.
Whoa!
Do you need another bucket?
No.
You all right? Lovely. Radiator off now. Bit of a mess on the floor. We lost a bit. We forgot to drain it. Well, we didn't forget to drain it. We just drained it via the bottom hose. We're taking the fan off now because, again, we still got that same problem getting that belt down in between the bottom pulley and the front of the tractor. So we're going to have to try and just work at some different angles. So we're going to have this lot off and then we know what we're doing with it all. But yeah, we're on there. Progress is good.
Then we can
Jiggle around with that. Okay, fine. So we've now got the dynamos basically lightly in position. And when the belt's running round it, we need just to have a look at the alignment and see how that's going to work on there. But we've managed to get the belt down now. We've had the radiator off, so it's a much easier job to tackle. The only thing you're going to have to look at is that bracket.
Yeah.
Is that going? Oh, it's going to work perfectly.
Yeah, it's going to work.
Well, that's amazing. Brilliant. It's looking good. Because the bracket that Neil's the adjuster down there was never connected before. I don't know how it's put together, but it just didn't work. So Neil's having another just having a look at the alignment. We're just going to make sure we can get the whole thing in position. Yeah, it's got to go behind, because if it went front, it'd hit the belt, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Has it got a spacer in it at the other end of it? No, it hasn't.
We might have to just adjust the angle of that
I think you're right.
with a hammer.
Yeah. I get your point though. Hey, that needs doing as well. Look at that ball joint. I've got a replacement one of those. That's fallen away. I need to get that done. That's another job.
Little wiggle, that's all you need.
A little wiggle, you see, to get that. We've got the new, just working out to get that. We've got a new bolt to go in there. Fortunately, we've got something with the right thread. There it comes, coming through. Look, there it's coming through there now.
First time that's ever been used.
That thread's never had anything in it. There we go. Look at that through. We might have to cut that off. It won't be in the way, but it's just a bit unsightly. But we can decide a little bit later on that one. Helpers galore today. Look, Bridges out doing a bit of grass cutting for us. He's happy as Larry there. He could probably do with a set of headphones on really, so he could listen to something. But we've gone for without the box today just to get it just trimmed down a bit. But yeah, he seems happy enough out there anyway.
More importantly,
back to Neil.
it's going back together.
It's going back together. So
A treat.
we've had a few issues here. We didn't realise that the bolts on the holding the fan onto the front of the water pump here
Too long,
too short. And the short ones are because the behind there, it actually would hit onto the locking system, which locks it onto the shaft.
The clamp.
Clamps on those. So we've had to really slacken it all off again now, but we're going the right direction now. So we're just going to tighten everything up. Then we're going to turn her over and just make sure that the alignment, it's all looking good actually. The alignment's looking positive. So yeah, we're coming on well really. So just the reconstruction going on now. Right, so then we get the fuel on now. What we'll do is we'll try and just run her up without the radiator on, see how we're doing. So fuel's connected, that's all done. We've got everything sorted out here. Let's do a bit of ignition, a little bit of throttle, not too much. Won't need choke, nice warm day. Let's give it here we go. And we've got a car. Down because we don't want it heating up any more than that without the radiator on, so we get the radiator. Anyway, good, well done Neil, we've done a good job there. It's up and running. The ignition light now goes out, so we have a charge, and it's with a bit of throttle there, it's charging at 10 amps. So good work, we're done.
Happy day.
Thanks. We are now have successfully reconstructed. Everything's back together again. Radiator's on, we've just been warming it up. I'll just give one more little go, show how she's running. So we'll go ignition on, Then we see our ignition light down there, into start mode with our stick here, and oh, I should have left it go a bit more. Everything's running well. So now just put the bonnet back on and she's ready for duty again. So yeah, I think that's really our sort of final major job. There's a few tweaking bits now, but we're now back up and running. The bonnet positioning's taken a little bit more out than we'd expected, but now it needs Richard's help up here as well to good for positioning, and we just get that slot in there. You wouldn't believe it, but we tried it the other side and we didn't realise there was a nut behind it, and the other one had dropped out, which we didn't notice earlier. So back to square one again. It's always every little job always has a bit more work than you ever expect, doesn't it? Lovely, got that one on the way. So we can leave that for there for now. Right, Neil's off giving it a first test in a while. Having a little trundle out, see how she's moving. It does look it, doesn't it? Running nicely there, look. That engine braking down the hill there. Fantastic, it's great to see it out there. I just love to just see it moving. Sounds fantastic as well, really does. It's looking great, really looking good. Neil's happy as well, you can tell by the smile on his face. Loved it. There we are, look. This is, well, I've got a link to a site that I watch, it's called TOTI on Tractors. Probably not quite what they're thinking of, actually. Oh, sorry, yes, with a bit of thigh, that does the job for you. Neil, of course, sporting his lovely Ferguson badge, which of course was going to go on here, but we've realised now that the job it needs to be done with the bonnet off. So we've actually got to take the bonnet off to do that, which is not going to be one for today. I think we're going to call that a day. It's been a good, successful day. She's all up and running. Got a few more jobs, new battery to go on it next, which I will buy this week. And we're just about there. She's all up and running.